Hello, YouTube. This is your Prince of Alchemy, and I am finally back. Where have I been for the past 4 years? Recently moved to a new place, got a new part time job that pays handsomely, by the way, and a bunch of other things going on. So while I wait for my audience to show up, I am going to discuss a bunch of things. Now, if y'all can recall, all right, if I've actually made a thread almost a year ago. This is live, by the way, so this is the thread that I made December 31st, 2023, that I basically discussed my thoughts. Yeah, I thought that 2023 was very mediocre. I never expected this year to be better. And I actually basically came out and said, yeah, I'm starting to get really fucking tired of Twitter's bullshit. And no, it's not because of Elon, though a lot of the mind-numbingly awful decisions he's made aren't really helping. No, it's the way that Twitter was managed in general, before Elon bought it and after he bought it. Jack Dorsey, Parag Arwal, they didn't do a good job of managing that shithole of a website either. Let's see. And there's also some quotes here that basically says, let's see, tired of how Twitter's managed. Elon Dorsenbrock. I am tired of communities on here since so many people on Twitter are either idiots, assholes, or both. And I'm tired of the constant toxicity and negativity that seems to thrive on here. Now, people are going to ask me, Prince, why did you join Twitter in the first place if it was so fucking terrible now? Well, I joined February 3rd, 2017, a day after I turned 23. I have made friends on YouTube, friends that I've known for almost a decade. Hey, Welch, great to see you, man. Sorry for the late start, but I had to work out some technical issues regarding my mic, and they worked itself out, so here I am. Sorry, there's been some coughing going on, and I've been taking Dayquil and NyQuil. So yeah, I joined Twitter over 7 years ago because I want to have an extra avenue of communication with friends and people that I've met on this website. People like Vegan58, Perfect Welch, and so on and so forth. And of course, I have since met and befriended people on Twitter as well. People such as Cobto Rider Mav, GBTV1, Ridley KJ, Helion Railgun, Just Samantha, and so on and so forth. Okay, it's not really a lot, but you know. Befriending other people on Twitter was a bonus that I was eternally grateful for having. And I have noticed the constant negativity, constant, not really toxicity, but but there's been a lot of negativity surrounding Twitter, on Twitter. I never said anything because how am I supposed to express it without coming across as whiny to most people? I have tried being a source of positivity for my followers. Unfortunately, I've always ran into this problem of not posting a lot because I couldn't really think of what I should post. And there's also some personal grief. Aside from my personal grievances, there is the fact that Twitter won't be around forever. Either it's because of some really awful decisions when it comes to managing this website, or I mean, or a lot, but there has always been this debate about should I close my Twitter and just leave and head over somewhere else. That has been something that I have been debating with myself about. The gist of it is, even if I do abandon Twitter, where do I go from here? I mean, it's not like the other alternatives are any better. Gab is run by a hardcore anti-porn douchebag. Parlor is dead. Mastodon, Threads, Truth Social, Minds, Blue Sky are practically ghost towns. And let's be honest, Truth Social and Blue Sky only have some ounce of relevancy because, you know, for Truth Social, Trump uses it for, and for Blue Sky, of course, we have Dorsey. I don't really think that all the alternatives to Twitter are alt-right per se.
Is Dad in here?
No, he's at work. But there is no denying a lot of them aren't really. The reason why they don't have a lot of user base to them right now is because Twitter has the advantage of being around a lot longer than them. I bring this up because there has been some bullshit that had happened recently. There has been an anime YouTuber by the name of TB Reviews. You probably have heard of him. And the TLDR version is that he got doxxed, all because he pissed off a large group of people. A lot of people are saying that, oh, it's Boruto stands. I'm like, yeah, but it doesn't even matter. Doxing should not be condoned under any circumstances, and if you justify it in any way, congratulations, you are very unlikable as a person. I was. I couldn't even find the words to describe how pissed off I am about this. It's impossible to have an opinion on anime. Well, it's not impossible, but impossible without pissing others off? Perhaps. I don't really think that to paint at let's see, the toxic anime fans are why I got sick of anime for a while. Well, I don't really know if it's toxicity, but yeah, if you go on Twitter, a lot of those guys, it's a lot more common on Twitter than anything else. And I thought that YouTube had it bad. Like, basically, you can't say, oh, I like this or I don't like this without pissing off certain people. Like, as long as you're not falsely accusing people of as long as you're not falsely accusing people of any like illegal stuff, then I don't really care what you like or don't like. That's what my stance is. Oh, he's got Sorry for the awkward silence. I was trying to collect my thoughts here. But what happened with Chibi might as well be the last straw for me. As long as you aren't into lollies. Okay. I'm not the kind of guy who subscribes to the notion that, oh, people who like lollies are into children. Look, unless I have some serious receipts, I'm not going to do that. To me, there has to be. I'm like, all right, if it's like, oh, this is a kid, but it's like, look, I think that Lolly and Shota are like a whole can of worms that I have no desire to open because, well, the thing about like Lolly, Shota, they've been around for in anime for decades. I don't like Lolly or Shota, but at the same time, unless there's like some serious amounts of evidence saying, oh, you are into children in that way, as long as you're not being a complete and utter ass, then I don't care. But yeah, what happened with Chibi was the biggest load of bullshit I have ever seen.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm sorry for the silence. I'm not gonna go somewhere else. I'm gonna try.
You have a screwdriver last
Check the laundry. Oh, I'm just making a live stream. Nothing major. I had to move somewhere else just for more privacy. My stepdad show up. Anyway, what happened with Chibi might as well be the last straw. Could be the last straw for me. Because it just further cemented that Twitter communities are fucking terrible. And no, it's not just bullshit. I'm just at my wit's end when it comes to bullshit from Twitter. And no, it's not limited to Chibi. It's not limited to Chibi. It's bullshit that happened. Bullshit involving Vic Mignogna. Bullshit involving COVID and everything that came with it. I have a particular stance that after 2020, everything just started to get worse. And it does not fucking help that the election is a month away, and I'm like, God, Twitter is just going to be beyond insufferable around this time frame. Because it's either you're with us or against us. You don't vote for, if you're voting for this guy, or if you're not voting for this guy, you're evil, you're not a real patriot, go fuck yourself, get out of America, or bullshit like that. And both sides do this all the goddamn time, which is why I have always been a third party voter. I have been since I started voting back in 2012, and that's not going to change. I know people are going to say, well, voting for third party is a waste of a vote. I'm like, and I'm sitting here, I'm like, well, it beats voting for the same two parties for the past 20 to 25 years. I don't care. And I actually was starting to think that, in retrospect, I should have abandoned Twitter back in 2020. And the reason why I didn't was because of friends I made. And I wanted to say thanks, guys, for like giving me incentive to stay, even if everything was bullshit. But I admit that even I have my limits sometimes. And right now, it effectively got to a point where I basically am considering going through with leaving Twitter behind. Now, am I going to join any of its alternatives? I don't know. Would I find Instagram or Snapchat more appealing? I don't know. But all I know is that at this point, I am tired of Twitter's bullshit. Absolutely tired of Twitter's bullshit. And I actually am considering there is a limited amount of time that I'm willing to give myself when it comes to being on here, on Twitter, I mean. I think at the earliest it would be the day after the upcoming election, or February 3rd, 2025, which would have been my 8th anniversary on this website, on Twitter. I have thought about this time and again, and the more I think about it, the more I believe it. But I've always surmised that Twitter is a dark but thankfully an accurate reflection on what humanity is. The darker side of humanity. Oh, we're just hiding behind a computer screen saying all sorts of shit because we know that there won't be any immediate consequences. Yeah, Mike Tyson. Yes, I'm saying Mike Tyson is right. I don't know what Mike Tyson said. It got worse when Billionaire Nerd bought it. Well, maybe it did. But I cannot really imagine like Twitter getting better regardless of who bought it. It could be Bruce Wayne who bought Twitter, and I still wouldn't think that he would make it better. That's how bad of a website Twitter is. And again, the only reason why I still use it, even though I don't really think it's for much longer, is because of I just want to see what my friends post. I want to just talk with my friends. Stuff of that nature, you know? Yeah, I completely understand. I understand how you feel, Welch. I mean, you at one point ditched Twitter and you came back. I mean, it could probably happen to me too. Who knows? And I like to think that I'm not too sure if anybody else is going to show up. But I understand that people are very busy. Hang on, I need to get my phone. Well, and I'm going to just copy and paste the link to. Allow it. Done. All right. Now, and the reason why I bring up the political aspect of it is because I had to put up with 4 years of people constantly complaining about Donald Trump. I had to put up with 4 years of people constantly complaining about Biden. And I don't want to put up with another 4 years of constant complaining about him. Do I like either of them? Hell no, I don't. But I have other shit to do with my time than just complain about worthless old guys in the White House. Politics is toxic as fuck. Yes, I agree. 100%. Huh, looks like we got another watcher here. And he just go figure. Yeah, I mean, that's the problem with me live streaming. There's always these pauses, and like, ah, crap. Do I try and just fill in like, should I try and break the silence or just stutter a lot? I don't know what to do. I try to make sure that my posts on Twitter are eloquent. I say a lot through text. But when it comes to just talking, I don't even know. But yes, I like to think that I'm not really too sure if Twitter was always terrible or it got worse after, like, say, 2018, 2020. People like to say 2018 because Tumblr decided, let's just ban porn, and everybody on Tumblr moved over to Twitter. And as a result, there's a bunch of idiots from Tumblr moving over there, and it's like, oh, Jesus Christ. People on Twitter are still complaining about Big Nonstop. KB and IZW both. It's been 5 years. You know, it's funny because I basically have had a low tolerance for Twitter's bullshit for 5 years. And it seems to me that 95% of my frustration just stems from Twitter. You know, not just a website, but the fucking communities. Like, why, like, almost everyone, all the communities on there are fucking horrible. Like, again, there's bullshit. Yeah, there's the situation with Chibi. There's, all that drives me up a wall sometimes. And I was like, man, I should just abandon this website and abandon Twitter and just do whatever. I just use community posts on YouTube now. Maybe I should just use them more often. I don't really think that my 17 subscribers on YouTube are gonna read all of them, but hey, I can count on you to read them at least, Welch. So there's that. Eventful in a good way or eventful in a bad way? Because I'm leaning towards the latter, personally. But on some more positive aspects, I actually seen Shokyo upload a video. Did you know that Spider-Man 2's production costs are higher than Dune 2's? Spider-Man 2, the game, cost $300 million to develop, while Dune 2 was like $190 million. And I'm like, it's a fucking video game. Why would that cost more to make than a fucking movie? Where is the money going to? Honestly, Shokyo brought up a very good point. When it's like, yes, game development. Gaming development has become so goddamn expensive. It's like, and I don't want to attribute the high development costs to like Concord, but Concord sold so terribly that yeah, Sony's like, yeah, we're just not gonna sell this anymore. And it was after 2 weeks after release too. Like, this is what you get, man. This is what happens when you prioritize an awesome looking game over a game that has at least decent, that can play decently, you know? Second gaming crash. I don't care if it doesn't happen. If it does, then it's whatever. At least now we can actually go back to when games were like $40 to $60 instead of 80, 70. How much are selling these days? I'm like, if a crash is going to happen, then I think it will happen because the PS5 Pro will sell like absolute garbage. It sold like absolute garbage. Like it deserves to. I'm like, you just basically gave the PS5 a stronger GPU, and that's it. The gentrification of games. I honestly think that's a Western gaming problem as opposed to like a general gaming problem. Unless some of the bullshit has started to bleed over on the Japanese side of things. I know that it has for fighting games because they have like $25 skins or whatever. They have like a store. It happened with Tekken, it happened with Street Fighter, it happened with Mortal Kombat. The works. Jesus Christ. Oh. People say there was a lack of variety in the third and fourth gens, but that's because consoles were more limited with what they were capable of back then. That could be true. I mean, NES, Master System, Genesis, SNES. Yeah, they were varied. But even with the technological limits, we had amazing games. Like, say, SNES, Super Mario World, Legend of Zelda Link to the Past, Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy VI, Super Punch Out. So games like that. And I'm not discounting Genesis either. We had the early Mortal Kombat. There was the Sonic games. And during the 5th and 6th generation. Almost non-existent besides Castlevania Symphony of the Night. And there was basically a lot more 2D gaming, or at least 2.5D gaming nowadays because of stuff like Bloodstained. We have the Rayman Origins, Rayman Legends, games like that. And that's something funny. I was just tempted to try to break like Twitter's guidelines just to get myself banned on purpose, but it's like, no, I don't want to waste energy into that. Why would I want to waste my time and effort trying to piss off some billionaire who doesn't even know I exist just to get banned from a website as shitty as Twitter? Okay, let's be nice. I don't want to be something. Well, there is one thing I forgot to mention. I actually, around a year ago, my family and I actually found a stray kitten. And my brother and I adopted it. We named her Pepper, and she seems like she's a Russian blue. I don't really know. But yes, she is very adorable. We both love her very much. So, yeah. That's 45 minutes in. And do I have anything else to say? God. Ah, VGL, I'm glad you made it. So I think Welch is with us right now, I think. That's totally I suppose I can go for another. I guess I can go for another 10 minutes, I think. Possibly. But... Hey, Pepper. Come here, buddy. Yeah, little buddy. Yeah, I'm just gonna play with the key. Yeah, I'm still scratching the kitty's chin. And okay, no, do not bite me. Yeah, he just loves biting me. She just loves biting me. And Kavata Rider Mav has finally arrived. How are you, good sir? I suppose that you guys have watched the earlier bits of the stream. If not, then I'll be more than happy to recap. So, I recently briefly discussed the situation regarding Chibi reviews and the people who doxed him on Twitter. And it pissed me off so much that it made me consider that maybe this is the last straw for me when it comes to me being on Twitter. And I just have I just had a low tolerance for Twitter's bullshit for the past 5 years. And it wasn't limited to what happened with Chibi either. It's bullshit surrounding Vic, it was bullshit surrounding COVID and everything that came with it. Bullshit. It's political bullshit there too, but everything regarding Twitter is just absolute bullshit. Bullshit, 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 bullshit. I think what's stopping me is two things. One, I have made a bunch of friends on Twitter, and well, I wasn't too sure if there was any, say, other avenues of communication. Like, do you have like Instagram? Do you have like other Twitter alternatives or a Snapchat or whatever? You know, and, and two is I wasn't too sure where I should go after I leave Twitter, because the other websites I mentioned are terrible for other reasons, just as terrible for other reasons, or most of them are practically ghost towns. The only website alternatives that have any relevancy are Truth Social and Blue Sky, and that's because Trump and Dorsey had their names connected to them. And I'm like, yeah, I never liked how Dorsey managed Twitter, and I've detested politics on social media, and they're both really shitty platforms. Oh my god. Truth is fucking broken, and Blue Sky is very featureless. I heard it got more features, so maybe it got better. slightly more, and I'm on it, and I barely even use it because just it's too disorganized. Well, maybe if more people got on there, maybe Dorsey would get off his ass and fix it. But Twitter has the advantage of being around a lot longer than either of them. And even then, it's barely manageable because Elon just loves making awful decisions. Like, I don't know, like, as he could sit, I want to know. Like, the only good thing he did for it was the community notes. That was it. Maybe he did other things, but community notes is like the only noteworthy achievement. He's genuinely the worst crybaby. Dorsey or Elon? I mean, if it's both, then okay, fair enough. The community notes were apparently are about to be rolled out right. Yes. Both. Oh my. Yes, both is the correct answer, Kabuto. I love. You have some. And I have just heard about this, but apparently there was more to the the situation with Twitter and Brazil. Yeah, the judge thing ordered Elon to censor these specific users or something. The point is, Elon pretty much bend the knee and is like, and I heard that he gave personal information or something of that effect to the judge. I'm like, it's always the free speech absolutists. They always want to make the claim, we are for free speech. But, how I found out about it. I like to think that the biggest takeaway from that is that Elon's full of shit. He always has been. I actually found someone from Brazil who actually talked about it, and he only just boiled it down to the most important points, but I am starting to I'm starting to wish that Elon never bought the damn website in the first place. Oh, another thing. Oh, Elon says Twitter is supposed to be a politically neutral website and shows up at a Trump rally. I'm like, well, that was a fucking lie. Or at least just hypocritical, but either way. Let the battery roll out. Oh, that's loud. The only people that don't even think that him being for free speech is a lie are the people who are just his diehard supporters. That's it. If it weren't for them, then Twitter would have died like last year. Absolutely unbelievable. Gotta keep paying that $8. That always bothered me. Why is there a premium subscription service for just to get features that should be free or at least used to be free? I mean, Facebook doesn't do this. YouTube, okay, maybe there's like a YouTube premium, but at the very least, they kept its most basic features: watching videos, commenting. They at least made sure that you could do that for free as long as you have a YouTube account or something, or at least you have Google. TweetDeck used to be free. I don't know. I don't think I used TweetDeck, so I wouldn't really know. Just get rid of ads, allows you to close your phone, keep listening, and gives a slightly higher quality option. Everything else everyone can use. And apparently, YouTube wants everybody to get on premium, which is why they're cracking down on ad blockers. Good Lord. And there was another thing that just pissed me off. So I remembered. So there was this group of anti-Zionists that just made a list of people that they think are Zionists, and well, Christina V was one of them, and there was so many people just harassing her over it that she just closed her Twitter account and left. Like, I'm not pro-Zionist or I'm not anti-Zionist, but good Lord. Yeah, that was like, I remember like, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? I, I don't know what to say about that. But yeah, I'm starting to get really sick of Twitter and all the bullshit that came with it. I've been tired of this. I'm tired of Twitter's BS for 5 years, and I want it out. But I wasn't too sure if I was going to ditch the friends I made on here. I wasn't too sure where I could go after I leave. Discord servers. I have my own Discord server. Yeah, I have my own Discord server, and I have like two others. One of which was made by Welch, and well, yeah, I have joined a couple, and I have my own server. Let's see. I completely forgot to. I was meaning to DM you about that, Mav. Let's see. Let's see. Hang on. I'm gonna head out on Twitter and I'm gonna DM you my. I'm gonna DM you an invite. Hang in there, Mav. I've been meaning to do this for a while, but oh my god. No. Paste. All right, all right, Mav. Check your Twitter DMs. I send you the invite. All right. Let's see. I'm on my server. I got the Discord app open on my laptop right now. Oh, where are you, dude? Sweet. Touchdown. Hang on a minute. We welcome, man. Have to my castle. Hope you enjoy your stay. All right. Okay. Hold on a minute. Let's see. All right. Ad roll. I don't really. I'll make you mod. Okay. So, in case you're wondering about the. All right. In case you're wondering why the names are green and you're blue, there's a particular. Discord likes to set up this ranking system, I think, for servers and stuff. I don't know. But the way I figured it is that, okay, I'll just try and my admins are called Duke or Duchess, and my mods are Knight. So I made you a mod, so you're a Knight. Hope you enjoy it. Well, keep in mind, it looks bare bones, but I will defend the kingdom's honor with my weep sword. Oh my god. Yeah, so the green guys are my admins, and they are people that I have known a lot longer. But you're still cool in my book. We just don't talk as much. And maybe it's because I am typically averse to reading online news. I think I own, but in terms of like bounding in comics, I only read like at least one or two articles. And that was before you became editor. So I have nothing against BIC. I have nothing against you being editor. You keep doing what you're doing. You rock. Man, if this wasn't my job, I would avoid this scene like the plague. Yeah. Oh man, I'm glad there's no hard feelings between us. No skin off our noses. Facts. Oh yeah. Welcome, man. Read like what? I think it was before he became editor. No, I have nothing against you. So, all right. So I got two watchers, two live viewers right now, and maybe there's more, but I think that they're busy. I know that. I know that Rekno told me that he's at work, so he can't make it. I'm not too sure about Hillian Railgun where he is, but watch it in the replay. Well, maybe. I probably am going to do it anyway. And okay, I know that a lot of people are going to ask me, why not just show off your real self instead of just using your icon? And that's only because I try to keep myself I try avoiding posting pictures of myself or videos of myself in the real world echoing. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hello, Voil Varied. Welcome to the show. Jesus. Okay, audio. I have echo cancellation on. I don't. I actually am using my laptop's microphone that's built in along with the webcam. That's why. I know that my previous laptop wasn't that bad, or was it? Maybe I need to invest in a better headset or something. Possibly. Huh. Oh my god. Okay. Hold on a minute. Put user timeout. No, I'm not banning. What the fuck? Besides, my laptop's webcam is 480p, which is like super grainy. So the job where I work at actually sells. Yeah, they do sell like electronics and stuff. They have laptops, and yeah, believe it or not, they actually sell PS5s, but I haven't bought one yet. They still have switches, regular, mini, and OLED. OLED, OLED. Why did I say OLED? They have Xboxes. They sell PS4 and PS5s games, but not the PS4 consoles themselves. So no Pro, no regular, no Slim, nothing of the sort. So yeah, I gave out a very special thank you to my friends on YouTube and Twitter for allowing me to stick around a lot longer than I should have. You guys are awesome, especially you, Mav. And I like to think that. So yeah, I pretty much got everything out of my system. Thank you guys for watching, even though that there's a very few. And hopefully this means that I will get back into having a decent streaming schedule. I hope. All right, this is your Prince of Alchemy, and I'm hearing to say farewell, everyone. I will see you all next stream.